Hi, my name is Justin DeRoy.
But then, Ramirez,
All right, and you are listening to Just Two Guys Talk Movies.
Dog Movies.
All right, welcome back, everyone, for yet another episode. Just to get things started off, we're not going to go too much into it, but I wanted to just go ahead and give a brief update on casting news for the Fantastic Four. We apparently now have our Doctor Doom, and he will be played by an actor you might have heard of. He's done a few things, such as Rock and Roller, Wrath of the Titans, such as that. But anyway, so they've cast Toby Cabell as Doctor Doom. Anyway, again, we're not really going too much into detail. I just want to give everyone a brief update on that. But main topic for today is on the story. Amy Adams is in talk to do a movie with the director of the film Prisoners called Story of Your Life. It is a sci-fi thriller that is basically about aliens come down to Earth, and the group of scientists are now on a race to try to decipher the aliens' language to try and understand what their purposes are for coming to Earth. If it's, to enslave them, cause, trouble, go to war with them, or if they're peaceful intentions. But anyway, so that's the premise of the movie. We'll go ahead and start off you, Jesus. What's your thoughts on this movie and Amy Adams' possible involvement?
Uh, well, I mean, it's interesting. Once again, that just proves that Amy Adams is uh, quite in quite in demand right now, and she's a very good actress. So, this actually, um, the story seems interesting, and I don't know why, but I kind of picture uh, District 9 kind of imagery, when I think about it. I don't know why, but mainly because also the director, I feel like, having seen Prisoners, and actually there's a movie I think I'm going to go see sometime, like either probably next week or by the end of this week. There's a movie called Enemy, and it's directed by the director who's circling this project. I think he's the one who's going to direct this project that Amy Adams is might take part of. But I think his name is Dennis Villeneuve, or I can't pronounce the last name, but he did Prisoners. If some people, for some people that out there who don't really know who he is, he did Prisoners, and I think that's not the only film that he himself is doing. I think he has at least one more aside from this one, if not more than that. Like at the currently. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I really like Amy Adams. I think she's a really good actress and can do a lot of things. Hey, Justin.
All right. Well, I don't have anything against Amy Adams if she's going to be part of this. Being a part of it, it's not a bad idea to recruit talent. She's She's a very talented actress. Obviously, if you look at her, a trophy mantle that speaks for itself. Just for the top, I guess the movie or synopsis, it sounds interesting. Um, I guess we haven't really seen something really too much like that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Independence Day a little bit. They kind of had that at the beginning where they're trying to figure out what their intentions were before they wreaked havoc and started trying to enslave mankind. But I don't know. It sounds like they're gonna make it's a sci-fi thriller. It almost sounds like it's gonna probably take more dramatic turn to it too. And
Yeah.
I guess I haven't seen Prisoners before. I've heard that it's a pretty dramatic type film. I'm kind of guessing he might have the same feel in this one, just
Mm.
based off what I've heard. But of course, I can't really know for sure. Um, but yeah, it sounds interesting. I'd like to see it when it comes out. Um, I don't think I really have much more to add to it more than that. So that being said, I guess we'll just go ahead and move on to the last topic and wrap things up and do our movie suggestion. And we decided we'd like to do, I guess, comedies topics for today in light of, the recent April Fool's holiday. So, Jesus, do you already have a movie in mind that you wanted to recommend, or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first. I'll go quick. This movie that I saw recently, it was a movie that I kind of, well, I didn't avoid, but I've known I've known about it since I was very little, because I remember seeing it like in the video stores, but just never picking it up for some reason. But and it's a black comedy. It came out in the 80s about teenage life, in high school, whatever, and it's called Heathers. I don't know if you heard of that, Justin.
Mm.
Have you heard? Have you
I've
heard of
never
Heathers?
heard that one.
Huh?
No, I haven't heard of that one.
Oh, well, this is with Heather stars Winona Ryder, very young Winona Ryder, and very young Christian Slater. And it's pretty much, I don't know, it took me by surprise. It's incredibly funny. It's like this big satire, but and also incredibly dark. Like, it took me by surprise because the cover kind of makes it look like it's gonna be like this Pretty in Pink, like a teenage romantic comedy or whatever, rom-com or whatever. Yeah, that's what it is. And it is, but at the same time, it deals with so much more darker stuff, like teen suicide and school shootings and just dark, very, very dark material that when I was watching it, I didn't really know what the movie was about. I thought the name of the film was strange, but obviously you find out right away at the beginning of the film why it's called that. But I mean, I think it's suitable for. This is an adult film. It's rated R, and so I don't really recommend it to kids at all. But it's incredibly funny. Like, there were some moments in there that I just it was just so incredibly ridiculous, some of the things that happened in that film. But nonetheless, I think it's a very good film, and I think it's even like a cult classic now. But yeah, that's my film, Heathers, with Winona Ryder.
All right, I'm going with a more recent film that was, I want to say it was about only like 2012. It's a movie called Goon, and starred Sean William Scott. It's actually one of his better films. I'm sure like a lot of you probably know him for the American Pie films, the really stupid, immature kind of comedies and stuff like that. But this one has actually surprised me. It's not really that kind of film at all. It's interesting because it's actually based off of a true story of this guy who is just a regular guy and ends up getting himself recruited into the NHL because he basically just shows how much of a tough guy he is, because he's at a game with a friend, and his friend's haggling one of the players that gets put into a penalty box, and he gets pissed off, and the player gets out of the penalty box and tries to attack this guy's friend. And the main character that Sean William plays, he steps in to protect his friend, and he headbutts the dude, breaks the dude's helmet off that he was still wearing, and knocks him out. And he just makes it away with just like a gash on his forehead, and it's perfectly fine. And after that, the coach is like, "You want to maybe play for us?" And and it just like he takes the job, and like it's just kind of humorous, like the stuff that they deal with, because he's supposed to be Canadian. It's kind of like joking about how Canadians, they'll throw down and kick your ass, but they'll be nice about it. Like, there's this scene where he gets in a fight with one of the hockey players, on the ice and stuff like that, and they're beating the crap out of each other, and then they're done, and like the guy's just like, "Yeah, good fight, sir." He's like, "Yeah, good fight to you too. Hope you don't, have a headache or something." And I was like, okay, what? They just beat the crap out of each other and they apologize to each other and say, "Oh yeah, good fight." But yeah, it's really kind of humor. It's kind of sports flick. So it's also like I like the combination. It has like the sports, and comedy mixed into it. So yeah, interesting, fun film called once again it's called Goon. So yeah, I recommend maybe trying to watch that. I believe it is still on Netflix if you want to try to hit it up there. So anyway, that will be all for us today. Thanks for tuning in. Anyway, once again, my name's Justin, and goodbye.
Bye.